Hello friends, before this already we have started with the essay The Trumpet Club by Richard Steele. We have seen the central idea of this essay as well as the beginning part of this essay. Once again, I am going to continue this essay. Richard Steele narrated his experience about a trumpet club, and throughout the day when he remained busy in his mindful studies, then he wanted some relaxation, and therefore at the time of evening he used to go to the trumpet club and he spent some 2 or 3 hours in the trumpet club with his friends. What for he spends, here we see. He says their conversation is a kind of preparative for sleep. It takes the wind down from its abstraction, leads into the familiar traces of thought and lulls म्हणजे डुलकी घेणे, lulls it into that state of tranquility. Tranquility means अतिशय शांतता, which is the condition of a thinking man when he is but half awake. These are very important lines which I have underlined. What he says, when he participated with his friends in that conversation is nothing but it is a kind of preparative for sleep. Preparative for sleep means झोपण्यापूर्वीची तयारी. दिवसभर पुस्तकं वाचून किंवा पुस्तकं लिहून थकल्यानंतर डायरेक्ट झोपी जाण्यापेक्षा त्याआधी झोपेची तयारी करण्यासाठी म्हणून ट्रम्पेट क्लबमध्ये असलेल्या मित्राशी चर्चा करणं हा त्याचा एकमेव उपाय होता. बिकॉज व्हाईल ही मेक्स डिस्कशन with his friends on some trifling subjects, not so important subject, at that time he got lulled, he got half awake, and he felt that he is very peaceful, his mind became very peaceful, and that is what a preparation for the sleep. And in these lines, that is what his feelings are narrated by this writer. Then, after this, my reader will not be surprised to hear the account which I am about to give a club of my own contemporaries, among whom I pass 2 or 3 hours every evening. This I look upon as taking my first nap. Nap, again, डुलकी घेणे. नॅप म्हणजे डुलकी घेणे. बिफोर आय गो टू बेड. द ट्रूथ ऑफ इट इज आय शुड थिंक मायसेल्फ अनजस्ट टू पोस्टॅरिटी ॲज वेल ॲज टू द सोसायटी ॲट द ट्रम्पेट ऑफ विच आय एम अ मेंबर. Did not I in some part of my writing give an account of the persons among whom I have passed almost a 6th part of my time for these last 40 years? Here in these lines, now he is going to describe about himself as well as he is going to describe about his colleagues or contemporaries or friends. Also, he describes that trumpet club. Every day I used to go to the club and I spend 2 or 3 hours daily since 40 years. Means I am a member of that trumpet club for 40 years, and along with my friends are there, I used to spend my some pleasurable time, a time for relaxation before going to the bed inside that club. And that is very much helpful when I spend some time in that conversation with my friends. जेव्हा जेव्हा मी माझ्या मित्रांसोबत त्या ट्रम्पेट क्लबमध्ये काही वेळ घालवतो, मग तो कुठलाही विषय असो, हलका फुलका विषय असो, त्या विषयावर जेव्हा चर्चा करतोय तेव्हा खऱ्या अर्थानं मला झोपेच्या पूर्वीची तयारी झाल्यासारखं वाटतं आणि अगदी शांत, अगदी गाढ अशी झोप मला लागत असते आणि मागील 40 वर्षापासून मी दररोज त्या ट्रम्पेट क्लबमध्ये जात असतो. देन ही सेड, our club consisted originally of 15. What he says? Our club consisted originally of 15, but partly by the severity of the law in arbitrary times and partly by the natural effect of old age, we are at present reduced to a third part of that number, in which, however, we have this consolation, samadhan, that the best company is said to consist of 5 persons. He says here, in the beginning we were the 15 members of that club, but now we are only 5 members, and it is our satisfaction that 5 members are sufficient. Less than 5 or more than 5 cause disturbances in that conversation, and therefore 5 members, it is a particular number, and that is my satisfaction. Why these 15 members became 5? Why the number is decreases? Because due to the time, some members became old and they avoided to visit the club, and some member died in these times, and therefore number only 5 members are there. I must confess, beside the aforementioned benefit which I meet with in the conversation of the select society, I am not the least pleased with the company, in that I find myself the greatest wit among them, and am heard as their oracle in all kinds of learning and difficulty. Then, in the remaining essay, now narrator is going to describe the 5 members of the club. One by one, these 5 members are selected from each section of the society. The first member of that club, who is the senior most and the oldest member of that club, who is Sir Geoffrey Notch. Now, in this paragraph, we are going to discuss about this Sir Geoffrey Notch, what type of man he was. Sir Geoffrey Notch is the first member of this club. This Geoffrey Notch, who is the oldest of this club, has been in possession of the right hand chair time out of mind, and is the only man among us that has the liberty of stirring the fire. This our 4 man is gentleman. These lines are very much important for your reference to context. These lines are important for reference to context for the annotation for 5 marks. Now, first listen here seriously what type of these lines are. This our 4 man is a gentleman of an ancient family that come to a great estate some years before he had discretion, and run it out in hounds, शिकारी कुत्रे, horses, घोड़े, and cockfighting, for which reason he look upon himself as an honest, worthy gentleman who has had misfortune in the world, and calls every thriving man a pitiful upstart. Listen here what Richard Steele says about Sir Geoffrey Notch. Sir Geoffrey Notch, who is from the section of farming, once was a landlord who used to live in the countryside area, who had a lot of property, who is the oldest and senior-most member of this club, and therefore everyone respect him by his seniority, not by his talent, not by his intellectuality, but he has been respected by another people because he was a senior-most member of that club, and therefore he has only right to sit or take a chair, and he has also a right or liberty of stirring the fire. Stirring the fire means here smoking. सगळ्यात सिनियर असल्यामुळे, सगळ्यात वयानं ज्येष्ठ असल्यामुळे यांचा तिथं सगळ्या मेंबर्समध्ये मान होता. हा मान त्याच्या बुद्धिमत्तेमुळे नव्हता, तर ते वयानं मोठे असल्यामुळे त्यांचा तो मान होता. खुर्चीवर बसण्याचा आणि बसून सगळ्यांसमोर सिगारेट ओढण्याचं स्वातंत्र्य फक्त त्याला होतं. त्याच्या व्यतिरिक्त कोणीही सिगारेट ओढत नव्हता. What type of man he was in the past? When he was a landlord, actually he belonged to a ancient family. It was a gentleman's family. अतिशय ज्याला आपण खानदानी माणसं म्हणतोय, जे अशी काही कुटुंब असतात की त्यांचं फार पूर्वीपासून एक नाव असतं, एक कीर्ती असते. अशा कुटुंबातनं आलेला हा माणूस होता सर जॉफ्री नॉच. तसं पाहिलं तर हाही सद्गृहस्थच होता. बट आणि ही गॉट अ ग्रेट इस्टेट फ्रॉम हिज फादर, बट ही वेस्टेड दॅट प्रॉपर्टी in his bad habits. What was the bad habits? He had a habit of hound racing, horse racing and cock fighting. शिकारी कुत्र्यांची शर्यत, घोड्यांची शर्यत आणि कोंबडा बाजार यांच्या शर्यती लावणे, यांच्या झुंजी लावणे आणि त्या झुंजींवर पैसा उधळणे अशी एक वाईट सवय सर जॉफ्री नॉच यांना होती. and therefore he lost all his property and now he became a poor, and such type of man he is. But he never blamed himself. He blamed to the fortune that I was a misfortunate man and therefore I lost my property. This was the thinking of Sir Jeffrey Notch, and that is the first member of this club. Then what about the second? Second member is Major Matchlock, who is from the army. Major Matchlock is the next senior who served in the last civil war and has all the battles by heart. He does not think any action in Europe worth taking up since the fight of Marston Moor. And every night tells us of having been knocked off his horses at the rising of the London apprentices, for which he is in great esteem among us. Major Matchlock. Already the title Major suggests that the man is from army. What type of man he was? Here we see this man puts hyperbolic statement every time. Who was the next senior than Jeffrey Notch, who served in the last civil war. There was a famous civil war in England in that period, and in that civil war he has taken part, and therefore he used to tell about that civil war time to time in that discussion, that how I have taken part in that civil war and how I won over that civil war, how powerfully I have participated in that war. This type of statement was there by this Major Matchlock. Again, he used to see that there was a fight of Marston Moor. Marston Moor, it was one of a small war which happened in ancient period in England, and in that Marston Moor war he has taken part, and about that also he used to tell. Means every time Major Matchlock puts a hyperbolic statement that how he has taken part in the two civil wars and the fight of Marston Moor, and every night also he used to tell that how he has taken part in that campaign of London's apprentices. There was a famous we can say एक प्रकारचं त्या काळात एक आंदोलन झालेलं होतं अप्रेंटिस लोकांचं, आणि त्या अप्रेंटिस लोकांचं आंदोलनात यानं फार मोठा भाग घेतला होता. त्याचं असं म्हणणं आहे की आय रायडेड ऑन द हॉर्स and entered in that London apprentices campaign, and how I have broken that campaign and won over on the side of government, and therefore I am very respected person. He used to think himself only. Another member also respect him, but even though this man felt himself that how he respect himself, that was the thinking of this man. Uh, this was the second member of this club. Remaining part, in the remaining part there are again three members. About that, Dick Reptile, Churchman and Richard Steele we will discuss in the next video. Till then, okay.